Hey y'all. So as you see on the table here, we have a mixture of different holsters. Some now considered old school, and some that would be custom. This is a custom holster here. That is for my CZP-01. This is a custom holster here. That's for my Ed Brown. I'm a big fan of crossbreed. These are ones for 320, the others for 1911. So, setting those aside, we're looking at here Safariland. Safariland's been the big dog on the block for a long time. A lot of faith, a lot of trust has been put in these holsters. Not this one. I can't speak for this one. This one, to me, this is, I would never carry this for anything but a range holster. So we're going to set these off to the side, because that's not what the topic is about. The topic is about Safariland. So Safariland, we know, has been around for a long time. They've been the big dogs on the block, and rightly so. I mean, you got the SLS, you got the SLS ALS, you've got the QLS system, etc. And they've killed it, you know, as far as like winning in competitions with their holsters, duty, military and police, civilian carry. They do great work. Now, that's all the niceties. There are some things about Safariland that absolutely suck. One is their complicated, skewed numbering system code. That's the one. Two, its availability. And three, if I'm wrong, I'll make a video saying I'm wrong, but I don't believe they're made in the United States. I believe these are actually made in Mexico, which I ain't got nothing against Mexico, especially their women. I've been married to two of them, so, you know, hey. But I've always, you know, been looking for, is there anything out there that can compete with Safariland? So that's where we're getting at with this. And we'll move these two aside. Okay, so I just recently purchased this. Now, as you can see, it's set up on this belt next to a Safariland QLS. Now, the reason why I've done this is because this is the introduction to a series of videos that I'm going to be doing in reference to the new Blackhawk holster. So we'll put these side by side. This holster here is for my 320 service pistol. This holster is actually it is Blackhawk. It's their T series, but it's for Staccato. And the only way you can get this holster is you got to order it from Staccato. Okay. So I'm going to be doing a series of videos comparing Safariland and Blackhawk as to, is Blackhawk finally a competitor against Safariland. Now, I'm a 1911 guy, so anytime someone says 1911, the holsters, etc., I'm always gravitating towards that. One of the problems with holsters is it's boring. It's absolutely boring to talk about holsters. Because what is it? What is it for? It's to take a gun and put it into a thing so you can carry it on your hip. It's pretty much, you know, a no-brainer. But I think if we put more emphasis into the holster and what the design of the holster should be, as far as like durability, longevity and durability is like a big plus. It's like the most important. And then can you accessorize? Can you add? Can you subtract? Can you do those things? Keeping a caveat, yes, this is Blackhawk and this is our T-Series, but this is a staccato, so I'm going to have to give it a caveat to it, like an asterisk, to remember that while this is a T-Series Blackhawk, it's like especially made and sold through staccato, if you understand what I'm saying. So, whereas this is Safariland, this is actually marketed for staccato. So, I'm going to this is the first video of initial impressions. Initial impressions is it feels good. I mean, you can hold it in your hand. There's no bending. There's no flexing. The hood guard, you can hear a very good tactile snap to it. Everything looks well molded, well put together. From the belt assembly, you know, to the belt buckle and everything, you have definitely area to work in. It's not going to be cumbersome to get in here. Another thing too is it doesn't look like debris in reference to like on the Serpa holsters. I would never trust my life to them darn things. This looks to me more secure than their previous line of holsters. There's no suede in here. That's a positive, negative for some people. Like for example, here's Safariland. You've got a suede. And my 320's been in and out of this thing, but the condition of the suede is in really good shape. You see, you see dirt and everything because it's a duty holster and it's now pretty dang used. You know, I mean, you can see a lot of the draw wear in here. Of course, this is brand new, so you can't see that. One of the things that I have noticed, so on the SLS, you know how you have to pull forward. On the ALS, you have to pull forward. So this is a backup to a backup. That's the way I call it. Having played around with it initially, this is not, I'm giving it a blanket attaboy, but having played around with it initially, I have found that the draw on this is much more natural than the draw on this. I'm not breaking my thumb forward and then coming back to pull out. This is a simple master draw. So thumbs here, weapons out. It's definitely just an all around good design as far as like drawing from the holster. Due to the fact also, I don't know if they can do this, but I'm a big fan of a guard. I've always had a guard on mine. There's no guard here, positive or negative to that. Once again, this is all initial. Safariland, the belt mounting system itself, it sucks. I've never liked it. Having used one for years, I've never seen one break. Now I will have to say I've never seen where it broke here or broke in the spine. But I have seen where it kind of flexes out like it flexes out or in. Unlike my this is what I use on my duty belt here. See, I'm using the QLS, and this is the back of it. You see where you got this bending and the flexing, kind of like it's already got an oval form to it. You see, that's not a negative or positive. That's what's going to happen. The interesting thing about the Blackhawk is you take out these back screws and you're able to insert either directly, like for example with this belt, you're able to insert through the loops here, or you can actually mount it over the belt and then screw it down. I really think that's a plus all day long. Period. It's a plus over the Safariland belt system. Let's see right here. You have adjustability. That's a plus. You also have adjustability. That's a plus. Which is better? That's to be determined. A lot of accessories for Safariland, but that's because they've been around for so long. They are making accessories for the T-Series line of duty holsters, which I hope to get the strap, the leg strap. You know, it looks like a good design. I want to try that out in additional videos. But right now, my main focus is: does Safariland actually have an honest, true competitor now in the duty market? Yet to be determined. First initial impressions is looking really good, but I'm not going to say yay or nay to it yet because I have not done anything with it yet. I've got a lot of years of carrying this for 12 and 13 hours and 14-hour shifts, and beating and banging up against the car, you know, knocking into crap like we always do. The unfortunate sometimes falling. These things are you can trust your ever-loving life to this holster. Now, if you don't think you should say that, I understand, but I trust Safariland equipment. It's been there when it's been there, and it's worked when it's been needed. This, not yet. I don't know anything about this. I have no trust factor in this. Price-wise, they're about the same to a point. I think price-wise, this is a better price than Safariland. Price-wise, and the ease in which you can order from Blackhawk is a hell of a lot better than Safariland any day of the week. You know, you don't need to learn ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics to figure out Blackhawk. You got to do that with Safariland. Another pro, and if I'm wrong, if someone tells me I'm wrong, I'll make a video of it. This is American made. That's Mexican made. Okay? Not knocking Mexico, just saying if it's American, I want American. I wish I had a Safariland holster to stack up against the Blackhawk in reference to a red dot, but I don't. But what I want to do is a series of videos where, if the good Lord will allow me to, if I can get ever a free day, but I don't want it just to be in a day, I want it to be in days, where I'm shooting this for 2 or 3 hours, shooting this for 2 or 3 hours, and really getting a feel of what we got here. Initial impressions are very good for the Blackhawk series, the T-Series holsters. We'll see what happens down the road. So this is the initial impression of what I think so far of seeing and feeling the T-Series, having practiced with it just a little bit, but it's looking pretty good. Yeah, we'll see what it's like at the end of it. When I mean the end, I really want to give this a good half a year of running with this thing as hard as I can run it. That's going to be an interesting statement in itself, due to the fact of time and work between my job and my business and all that. But I hope to see more videos of the T-Series and see if what people say about this, and is it in line with what I'm seeing so far. Once again, initial impression. Alright guys, got some more videos I'll be doing later on. I don't know if I'll be doing today, but I'm already 15 minutes into this, and I hate long videos. Y'all got more important things to do than listen to me. Y'all be safe and be back directly.